Welcome to the deep dive. So you're here because you want to figure out how to make Instagram Reels, well, go viral. And that's exactly what we're digging into today.
Mhm.
We've really gone through this helpful article, How to Make Instagram Reels Go Viral. Proven tips to boost your reach fast, to pull out the key stuff.
Yeah, the essentials.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Our goal really is to give you actionable tips, things you can actually use to make Reels that, get noticed and seriously boost your reach.
Definitely.
And hey, if you're looking for like an extra edge, maybe a way to speed up your social media growth, you might want to check out rapidboost.net. Just throwing that out there.
Good tip.
Yeah,
Because social media it moves so fast, doesn't it?
it really does. And Reels are, wow, such a powerhouse for getting seen. So let's get into how you can make them work for you.
Right. Because it seems like magic, A viral reel feels like lightning striking. But there's actually quite a bit of strategy behind it.
Okay, strategy, not just luck.
Well, yeah. What's really interesting is how Instagram's algorithm works. It's like this really smart curator. It's not just random chance. Understanding that algorithm, that's step one to getting more reach.
Okay, let's unpack that then. The algorithm is the driver. The source article makes a big point that, yeah, luck helps, but it's really about knowing what Instagram wants, what makes it tick.
Precisely. The algorithm loves reels that
Yeah.
get people engaged.
Yeah?
Likes, comments, share saves, all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
But here's the kicker. It's the speed of that engagement. How fast people react right after you post. That's a huge signal.
Oh, interesting. So that initial burst is critical?
Yeah, it tells Instagram, hey, people like this. Show it to more people. It creates this kind of positive feedback loop. Early buzz matters a lot.
So it's less about the total count eventually and more about that immediate reaction.
Got it. The article also mentioned relevance. How does that fit in? Okay, relevance. That's about making sure your reel fits in. Is it related to current trends? Does it use hashtags people are actually searching for? Does it match what Instagram knows about a user's interests?
Right.
The algorithm wants to show people stuff they'll actually watch and interact with. So if you tap into what's already popular, what people are looking for, you're basically giving your reel a better shot at finding its audience organically.
Makes sense. Find the right people for your content. So beyond that early buzz and relevance, what else pushes a reel towards going viral?
Well, quality's a big one. Let's face it, there's so much content out there. People naturally prefer stuff that looks good, sounds good. It doesn't have to be Hollywood, but, polished.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency helps too. Posting regularly keeps you on people's radar and tells the algorithm you're an active creator. And then, maybe the biggest thing, shareability.
Ah.
Does your
Is it
reel
like
make
this?
someone stop and think, oh, my friend needs to see this, or this is so me? That's the goal.
That really is the magic ingredient. The article had that Kayla Itsai's example, right? Her views apparently tripled.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't super complicated. She consistently jumped on trending workout challenges, which is smart. But crucially, she also got right in there and engaged with comments and viewers in that first hour.
So trend hacking plus direct engagement.
Totally. She credited both. It shows you can't just post and walk away, especially not if you want big reach.
Okay, so why do people share things? What makes content inherently shareable? The article touched on the psychology.
Right, boils down to triggering something in the viewer. People share stuff that's useful, like, oh, this solves a problem, or something super relatable makes them feel understood.
Or funny, maybe.
Oh, definitely funny, or inspiring, or even just astonishing, something that makes them go, wow. It's usually tied to an emotion or real value.
So heading those emotional chords or providing genuine utility, how can creators actually, plan for that?
Well, first step is knowing your audience. What do they respond to? Humor, tips, behind-the-scenes stuff. You got to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can kind of inject those elements purposefully. The article mentions things like tapping into common frustrations, pain points, and offering a quick solution.
Mm-hmm.
Or using trending memes, but, making it your own, keeping it authentic.
So connect emotionally or deliver value fast.
Exactly. In a way that feels genuine to you and your audience.
Okay, this is starting to form a clearer picture. Let's shift to the practical side now. Crafting the content itself. That first 2 seconds, the hook. The article really hammers this point home.
Oh, absolutely. You have such a tiny window. People are scrolling so fast. Some say it's less than 3 seconds, maybe even less than 2. Your opening has to, physically stop their thumb.
Whoa. Okay, so what works? Give us some hook strategies.
Sure. The article suggests things like starting with a really direct, intriguing question. Something like, can you actually believe this Instagram hack works?
Okay, pulls you in.
Or using really fast movement, quick cuts, right at the beginning. Just visually disruptive. Another good one is a surprising visual reveal. Start close up on something weird, then pull back. Makes people curious.
And text on screen.
Yeah, bold text. Especially text that creates a curiosity gap. Like you see the words, wait for it, over something interesting happening. It's almost painful not to wait and see the payoff.
Huh. Yeah, those definitely get me. The article mentioned Bowmanizer, how he starts skits mid-action.
Exactly. Bowman Martinez Reed. He just drops you right into the middle of something.
Yeah.
You're instantly like, wait, what's going on here?
Yeah.
It breaks a pattern, grabs attention.
Clever. Okay. Besides the hook, what about trends? Trending audio, effects, challenges? Seems like you have to jump on those.
Leveraging trends is, yeah, a really key tactic the article highlights. It's like catching a wave.
But things change so fast. How do you even know what's trending right now?
You got to be observant. Spend time on the Explore page, scroll through the Reels tab, see what sounds, what songs, what formats keep popping up.
So active scouting.
Yeah. The article also mentions tools like Trend Talk for spotting TikTok sounds, because those often jump to Reels.
Yeah.
And even just searching in Instagram's own music library can show you popular tracks. Be a bit of a trend detective.
Okay, find the trends. But the article also warned against just like straight up copying, right?
That's crucial. The magic happens when you take that trend, that sound, that challenge, and put your own spin on it. How does it relate to your niche? Your personality? Can you offer a different angle? That's what makes it stand out.
Adding value or personality to the trend.
Got it.
And storytelling in like 15 seconds. Seems tough.
It is, but it's doable. Concise storytelling is key. The advice is to focus each reel on just one single idea. A quick hack, a relatable confession, a cool before and after, a snappy reaction. Keep it tight.
One core idea.
Yeah, and structure helps. Even in 15 seconds, build a little curiosity, deliver the punchline or the value quickly, and maybe add a super brief call to action. Even just tag a friend works.
Like those beauty expectation versus reality reels. You get the idea instantly, quick reveal, very engaging.
Exactly. Perfect example. And the article also mentioned subtle captions on screen, great for people watching with the sound off, or just to reinforce the point quickly.
Okay, moving on from actually making the reel. Let's talk optimizing. Getting it seen by the algorithm and the right audience. Hashtags came up.
Okay.
Are they still a thing for reels? Feels a bit old school sometimes.
They definitely are still a thing,
Mhm.
but you need a strategy. The article suggests a mix, maybe 3 to 5 trending tags relevant to your Reels topic.
Okay.
There may be 2 or 3 more specific ones, like niche tags or even your location if that's relevant. And if you have a brand hashtag, maybe 1 or 2 of those.
So not just stuffing it with random popular tags?
No, definitely not. Quality over quantity. Relevance is key. Hashtags basically tell Instagram what your reel is about so it can show it to people interested in that topic or searching those terms.
And you need to track if they're working.
Yes. Check your insights. See which hashtags are actually bringing people in. Be ready to switch things up if certain tags aren't performing. It's all about testing and adjusting.
Data-driven hashtags. I
Yeah.
like it. What about when to post? Is there a magical time?
Well, there's no single magic hour for everyone, unfortunately. But understanding when your specific followers are most active, that's super helpful. Your Instagram insights will show you that.
Check the data again.
Always check the data. But generally, yeah, the article notes evenings and weekends tend to have more people online. And it mentions some studies pointing to like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe 6 to 9 p.m. local time as potentially good engagement windows.
Interesting. So general guidelines, but know your own audience first. And consistency, just keep posting regularly.
Exactly. Posting consistently tells the algorithm you're reliable, you're putting out content, plus it keeps you fresh in your followers' minds. And don't forget the caption.
Right, the caption. In Reels, does it really make that much difference? People are watching the video.
It really can. Think of it as extra fuel. The article recommends starting with a hook in the caption too, maybe a question, something to pull people in. Keep the main part short and sweet, and always include a clear call to action.
Like what?
Tell them what to do. Leave a comment. Share this if you agree. Tag someone who needs this. Every single comment, every share, it all feeds the algorithm. Don't waste that opportunity.
Okay, so caption hooks and clear CTAs. Got it. We've covered making the content, getting it seen. What about the look and sound, the editing part? Seems important.
Hugely important. You don't need to be a pro editor, but the article is clear. Bad quality can kill a reel's chances.
So basic stuff.
Yeah, the basics matter. Film vertically, 9.16 aspect ratio. Use good lighting, natural if possible. Avoid cluttered, distracting backgrounds. Simple stuff. And honestly, many viral reels are just shot on a phone. It's more about the content and basic quality than fancy gear.
Good to know. What about filters, effects, transitions?
They can help. Consistency is good, like using a similar filter can help with brand recognition, quick cuts, smooth transitions. They keep things dynamic, keep eyes on the screen.
But don't overdo it.
Right. Use them purposefully to enhance the story, not just for the sake of it. There are tons of easy apps. InShot, CapCut, even Instagram's own tools are pretty good now for adding these touches.
And audio. Seems like audio is almost half the experience with Reels.
At least half. Seriously, the right audio can make people watch it again and again using trending songs or sounds. That taps into existing popularity. And Instagram sometimes even gives those Reels a little boost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it seems that way sometimes. Just make sure the audio fits the vibe, the topic of your video. And if you're talking directly to the camera,
Clear audio is key.
absolutely paramount. Minimize background noise. Maybe add some really quiet background music just to keep the energy up, but make sure your voice is clear.
Makes sense. Visuals and audio work together.
Hmm.
Okay, so you post your well-edited, optimized reel. It starts getting some views, some comments. What next? How do you, fan the flames?
That's where active engagement really comes in. Virality isn't just passive. You got to nurture it. The article stresses being responsive. Reply to comments, especially early on.
Show you're there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe do a Q&A in your stories related to the reel. Repost positive reactions people share about it. It builds community, shows you appreciate the interaction.
Turning it into a conversation. I like the idea of featuring good comments in a follow-up reel, too. That's smart. What about getting it seen outside of Instagram?
Cross-promotion. Don't keep your reel just on Instagram. Share it on TikTok if you're there. YouTube Shorts. Embed it on your blog. Link it in your emails.
Spread it around.
Yeah, the more places it lives, the more chances for discovery. And within Instagram, tease it in your stories before you post. Use those add yours stickers to get people involved. And collaborations.
Collaborating with other creators.
Definitely. Great way to tap into each other's audiences. Find someone in your niche, do a joint reel, or promote each other's stuff. It's a win-win.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Finally, the article talks about looking at your analytics. Tracking performance seems crucial for long-term success.
Oh, it's non-negotiable if you're serious. Instagram Insights is your best friend here. You need to constantly look at which reels are getting the most reach, the most saves, the most shares.
And look for patterns.
Exactly. Are longer reels working? Shorter ones? What formats? Which hashtags actually delivered? What time did you post? What music did you use? Dig into that data.
Learn from what works and what doesn't.
Absolutely. Learn from the hits and the misses. Don't be afraid to try new things, experiment with different hooks or styles, but track the results, see what resonates,
Yeah.
and be patient. Sometimes a reel takes off weeks later if a trend resurfaces or a hashtag gets hot again.
Right, it's not always instant, so it's this continuous loop. Create, measure, learn, adapt.
You got it. That's the game.
The article wrapped up with a neat 7-step plan. Can you give us the quick summary, the main takeaways?
Basically, 1, know your audience and brand voice. 2, research trends daily, plan your content. 3, script or outline first. Keep it focused. 4, optimize your posting time and use smart hashtags. 5, edit sharply good visuals, audio, dynamic cuts. 6, publish and then engage like crazy. Reply, share to stories, encourage interaction. Respond fast. And 7, review your analytics constantly and tweak your strategy. Oh, and a bonus tip was to try and collaborate monthly.
That's a solid checklist, really practical. So wrapping this up, the main message here seems to be that making reels go viral isn't some dark art.
Not at all.
It's about being strategic, knowing the platform, understanding trends, telling good, concise stories, and then optimizing and engaging and learning as you go.
Exactly. And the cool thing is, there's potential for viral success. It's not just for big names.
Yeah.
Anyone willing to put in the effort, experiment, adapt, and really connect with people through value or entertainment, they have a shot.
Well put. So the challenge for everyone listening, as you make your next reel, don't just follow a trend. Think about your unique spin. How can you maybe even start the next trend? Something to think about.
Food for thought.
Thanks for taking another deep dive with us today.